Are you ready? Lack asked. In the throne room, where her desires once lurked in the shadows, Laty bears her heart to you.
My girlfriend, for real, for real. I love you.
In a trembling whisper, Laty makes a bold confession. It appears that
Remember
over
that
the course
time
of your journey,
I
she
introduced
has
her to her
developed
own dad
feelings for
as
you.
my girlfriend. GG.
But having been
While
born
she had a
a
mustache.
sacrificial maiden, she suppressed those feelings, fearing they would only be a burden to you.
In response, you say, ah.
Laty stares down at the ground as she awaits your answer.
Imagine if you said
You
no, sorry.
decide to respond to her confession in equal earnest.
That would be rude.
She gazes up at you with wide eyes, as if disbelieving her own ears. You can see tears threatening to overflow in her eyes. A transparent light begins to overflow from Laty's staff. It's as radiant as the glow from the maiden's relics.
Fancy. Hueless. She ain't got no hue. No hue, no clue.
According to Lack, now that her heart's domain has been restored,
Transparent.
she can become a true maiden.
But she doesn't want to be a maiden because then she has
With
to
that,
die.
she can now save Omega Isle. Your journey's purpose fulfilled. You and Laty look at each other with an ephemeral smile.
I don't think that's a good idea. The world we made is full of light, and my heart is full of love. Laty gained memories of love. I got all the key item cards. Finally, the world is how I wished it.
There's something odd about Lack's voice. And not just that. Cotton begins to spill out from its insides as it takes the form of a human.
Who's this? Is this the queen from the other game? It's a puppet.
Something's not right. When you attempt to speak to Lack,
nothing can ever go well.
Struck by a tremor large enough to shake the world itself. The palace begins to crumble, and Laty is swallowed by the fissure that opens in the throne room. Your fingers graze hers as you try to grab her, but Laty is just beyond your reach, and she tumbles into the abyss.
No. I wasn't reading myriad scars tell girls will anguish at being born a maiden unable to fill her duty. Sadness at being scorned by those she cared for most. At journey's end, hope blooms within her scarred heart. The love that she has suppressed is realized at long last. The clouds part, giving way to a beautiful bright realm. The tale of the heart's domain, only for it to be plunged into darkness once more at the hands of a spirit they once called friend. Dun dun dun. It's an evil castle. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The furious
no, my cards are lopsided.
Have swallowed all but a small strip of land, the last vestige of a drowning heart, desperate for rescue.
Put those cards back, lined up.
Is but a shadow of its former self, devastated by the awesome power of the tsunami that nearly swallowed it whole. Lack's transformation, the quake that threw you to your knees, Laty, as the earth swallowed her. You shake your head to free yourself from the harrowing visions.
Gotta find Laty.
Laty. You have to find Laty. The wind changes direction so abruptly, you can't help but feel it's telling you something, urging you to the northwest.
It's just me now.
You stop before a gash in the earth, filled with rushing, muddied water. You see no way of crossing to the other side.
Swim. It's her mom.
In an instant, a bridge appears over the surging rapids. You catch sight of a figure on the opposite side of the chasm. Is this their handiwork?
Laty's mom.
A lone woman approaches you as you alight from the bridge. She bears more than a passing resemblance to Laty.
But she's got more flowers and more hair.
The mysterious
Are you
woman
Laty's
merely
mom?
smiles in response to your query. At last, she speaks. Her voice is soft and calm.
She says, "Yep, that's me."
She informs you that she is the former maiden of Omega Isle, which makes her Laty's mother. She studies you for a time. A sense of relief plays across her face as she whispers, "Yes, I can trust you with her."
I have the parents' approval.
The woman begins walking, slowly enough that you believe she means for you to follow. Might she be leading you to Laty?
Oh,
Laty's mother speaks of her daughter as you walk down the road.
I mean, what does she know? She was like 6, maybe.
Laty has long felt isolated, she says, having succeeded her mother, only to be driven from the village. Traveling with you, however, taught her how to open up once more. You've saved my child, and I cannot thank you enough, she says with a warm smile.
Another bridge.
Laty's mother stops and extends a finger northward.
Okay. The spire.
Laty cries out for your help from the spire, she says gravely. You
Oh, that's
see a
the
towering,
spire?
crooked structure
That
in the
fucked up
center of the
castle?
heart's domain. You begin walking toward it, praying all the while that no harm has befallen Laty.
It's her dad.
Face when you arrive at the spire gate. Oh, thank goodness you've made it, Grief says with no small amount of relief.
Oh no. There's demons.
That relief, however, is short-lived, as you take notice of
And it's
countless
just me,
eyes
huh?
peering at you from the shadows. Laty's parents stand between you and the shadows,
Rip
urging you
Laty's
to
parents.
press on ahead while they buy you time. They square up to face the encroaching darkness. Shoulder to shoulder, they look like the many maidens in their attendants you've met along your journey.
But they're actually middle-aged.
Chest tight with sorrow, you trust them to their task and fight your way into the spire. A twisted version of the spirit spire looms before you, emptied of the memories of your many visits.
This spooky, scary whispers.
You hear a wail of anguish as you push the heavy door open. Was that Laty? Yes, it must have been.
Must be. Head towards the source of the crying. It's me. I'm crying. Oh, there she
It's all
is.
right, Laty. I'm here, you say in a soft, soothing voice. Laty's gaze meets yours. Her anguished, fearful expression gives way to relief. The two of you embrace, as if trying to forget the short yet all too long time you were forced to spend apart.
Yeah.
Laty's tears subside, and she regains her composure. You move to punish Lack for destroying the heart's domain, but Laty takes firm hold of your sleeve. Even after all this, she seems to trust it.
Could
To
never be
believe there
me.
is more to its situation than meets the eye. Lack awaits atop the spire. Hoping to learn why it's doing this, the two of you journey upward.
Okay, now there's two of us now. Eternal Maiden Relic. Oh, there we go. It's gonna flip them all for me. That's nice.
The altar is surrounded by four. You reflect on the friends you've made over the course of your journey. If only they were there by your side now.
They
As
are
if
leveling up.
responding to your quiet summons, light issues forth from
Well,
the
the onyx
stela
one is
and
bubble.
the maiden's relics. Laty's memories of them live on in the heart's domain. Perhaps they can aid you in your hour of need, after all.
I have to pick one, or can I get any of them? Can I get all of them? You know I gotta pick Blight.
A girl stands before the altar, gazing up at the ominous night sky through the collapsed ceiling.
Oh, why is the ceilings always collapsed?
Her hand puppet, its mouth opening and closing rhythmically, turns to face you. What could have driven it to wreak havoc on the heart's domain, after it made no small effort to help you set it right?
Say, what the fuck, dude?
The world may be broken, but you fixed it before. You can fix it again. You offer Lack your hand. I cannot be with you, it refuses.
Why?
It wishes to tell you about the fate of this world, since you've been such good companions on this journey.
Looks Murfat. He's casting spells.
Lack's incantation
Not the
calls the
darkness.
darkness down from the sky. In an instant, the altar is completely enshrouded. You drift in the endless dark. But then, several beings of pure light appear. This must be the distant past. Islands dot the ocean as far as the eye can see. People offer maidens as sacrifices to the spirits, who then use their own
How many
life force
islands?
to protect
How
the
many
islands.
colors?
It is a cruel bargain. But mortals and spirits alike grew tired of this horrific exchange. And one by one, the islands began sinking into the sea. Lack says it wishes to end this centuries-long saga of sacrifice.
I mean, that's fair.
And so it found a maiden with more heart than any who had come before. Within this maiden's powerful heart, Lack sought to build a refuge, a home to which the spirits might flee,
The spirit keeper.
safe from the horrors of the world. The scheme it describes is hard for a mortal mind to grasp. But one thing is clear: Lack's desire to help the spirits. You are no longer needed, Lack says.
Well, what the hell?
It gathers an immense amount of magic power to banish you from this world. You have to protect Laty. That is all that matters. You dart in front of her to shield her from the imminent blast.
What? Get elemented, Baka. Laty, are you hurt? Don't let up now. We shall do you the honor of saving you. Oh dear, where's my weapon? I swear it's right here.
The friends you've made on the
Aw,
journey
oh my
leap to your
buddies.
side in your hour of need. I see we are destined to fight, Lack says, before escaping through a rift that opens up before the altar.
Better be saving. Do I get to pick? Do I just talk to everybody? What are we doing?
We will emerge victorious. I love it when you get all fired up, Fila says to Hyde, whose ears redden.
Aww.
Time to show that sack of fluff who's tougher, Lavia shouts, looking ready to punch the air before her. Try to keep your wits about you, Gladio sighs, his words slightly muffled by his mask. I will not tolerate another failure, Lanka yells, her fist noogieing each word
Why are you
against
bullying
poor
Krim?
Krim's skull. Apparently, Krim had stepped on her foot, nearly tripping her. It's the biggest battle of our lives, and I've lost my weapon.
She's a bit of a
Queenie
klutz.
sobs. Come now, it's right here, Blight
Oh.
soothes, removing the sword from the sheath on Queenie's back.
You gotta level up your weapons. The weapons gotta level
End
up.
this so we
It's
can return
going.
to the village, Greeth implores. Laty's mother smiles and nods in agreement.
We have to level up the weapons, though. They're still not leveled up.
And within that darkness, a giant shade.
No,
as big
no,
as
I'm not
any
right. What the
island.
fuck
My
is
name
that?
is Lack, and as the spirit sovereign,
Well, now.
I shall see the wishes of my brethren fulfilled.
I take it back. I'm not actually ready. Because there's no point in having a double heal. Yeah, there's shade. Well, I guess there is a point in keeping the double heal, because I still might need to heal both of me. But I'll keep it on. Hey, it's Laty's mom and dad.
You're bathed in a warm, comforting light. Be
Oh, that's
careful,
nice.
Laty's parents implore, as they see you off to the final battle.
I'm a little bit confused. So I fight these?
Shrouded in darkness and exuding
The
pure
Onyx
malice,
spirit.
this dragon can be none other than the Onyx spirit from the Maiden's myth.
That's the dragon.
Bitter cries ring out from the island, consumed by the wetlands. We too understand
Oh,
the pain of
okay. I
losing
get
your
them
home.
on my team. Okay.
With the Onyx Maiden and her attendant at your side,
But I don't.
You
That means I
ready your
don't.
weapons.
They take their accessories off every time they leave the party, so it doesn't do me any good. 300. Ugh. Because I can't equip them with the rings.
A skeletal knight
Skeletal
shambles
knight.
forth from the shadows. The crimson spirit from the maiden's myth, you presume. Charmed.
Oh, charm. Lovely.
You hear the long, deep sigh of a warrior.
Yay,
You shall be
Olivia.
cut down by our hand, the crimson maiden shouts. She and the crimson attendant square up beside you, ready to face down this dastardly foe.
230. Ugh. Cthulhu, let's
An
go.
enormous octopus wriggles its way out of the shadows. The azure spirit, no doubt, just as the maiden's myth described. And that woman, clad all in white,
Oh, I have to
must
fight
be
both
the
of them?
ivory spirit. They wail in agony for the maidens who sat. This is our fight. The maidens square up against their opponents, giving you and Laty the chance to move on.
So, I have to fight with these four instead of even my people? I don't like that. Here we go. The final battle for real this time. Grody. Don't like that.
Lack, you shout your friend's name at the spirit sovereign, though the creature no longer resembles the cuddly plushie you once knew. Its voice is so powerful that space and time seem to briefly buckle when it speaks. Nevertheless, you can hear the hurt in it. Your party tightens their grip on sword and staff alike. The time has come to free your friend of this curse, once and for all.
Yeehaw! The spirit sovereign shriek fades into the distance. We've done it. The power of the relics. As much as I love Blight and Queenie, I think
You emerge victorious
heal
from the
team
bitter
is the way to
fight
go.
for the fate of the world.
For that final battle.
The spirits are vanquished, one and all. Lack spirals and flails through the air. Laty catches its limp body. The benevolent spirit sovereign gave everything to do right by its fellow spirits. Utterly spent,
Oh no.
it lets out a plaintive moan in Laty's arms. You return from your battle with the spirits to an altar room covered in heart scars. Speechless, your eyes dart from one area to the next, trying to get your bearings. Lack, its voice weak and quivering, explains what has become of the heart's domain. Because of the battle, heart scars now cover this world in its entirety.
That's fair.
There is no telling what effect this will have on Laty in the real world. There is only one way to heal them, Lack manages to say, before its small body convulses in a coughing fit.
And that is... Please pick one. What do you mean, please pick one? There is only one.
The same way you've healed all the other heart scars you imagine. The maiden's relic, you say. Lack nods and mutters grudging praise.
The hueless maiden.
The dazzling light of memories of the maidens
Sailed the
suffuses
seas
the
and saw
relic.
wondrous sights with our adventures
This is
as
the
your
power
ally.
that will heal the heart scars. No doubt, the relic has also absorbed plenty of Laty's memories of your hitherto adventures. Memories of the friendship she forged through hardship and delight as you sailed around the islands. Memories of her deep-rooted affection for her family, no matter how inelegantly they might have tried to protect her. Memories of her love for you, built over all the times, big and small, that you were there for each other throughout your journey.
Isn't that nice?
Friendship, family, love. 2 of these 3 must be sacrificed in order to heal the heart scars. Laty must make an awful choice with the memories she has been entrusted.
Oh no. Oh no. There must be another way. No erasing your memory. What? Who would have thought? Erase your memories?
There's another way to heal the heart scars,
game?
but it only averts its gaze. Desperate to help her hang on to her memories,
Freaking
you
A.
reach out to stay Laty's hand. You've nearly grasped her wrist when your entire body seizes up, as though bound by invisible chains. Laty's heart wishes to be healed, and you cannot stop what is about to occur.
I guess I leave it to
You
it.
can see the determination in Laty's eyes.
What's she gonna erase? She can
Though your
erase
chest
me.
feels
That's
about
okay.
to burst,
And
you respect her wishes.
you can probably erase your parents because they were kind of shitty. So I'd say keep your friends. Because most of them are dead
Laty
anyways.
smiles faintly.
So you
as
want to
if
at least
saying,
have your happy memories
I
with them.
always admired your kindness.
Well. So I guess if they're dead, do you need to remember them? I don't know.
Lack begins to float in the air.
What's the least bad? She got a lot of friends. She only got one love, and she got 2 family. So I say still erase the love in the family. 'Cause that's the least number of people.
Laty has made peace with her decision. Guide her to the altar.
Quincy, snuggly buggly bee. I have been removed from the party. Can I save? No. I'm gonna talk to everybody.
Vila averts her gaze and hugs Laty tightly. Hyde, too, keeps his eyes fixed on the ground beneath him.
Angst.
Gladio
Alegria.
stands watch as Laty
A joyous,
exchanges
magical
a fist bump
feeling.
with Livia.
Anger.
Lanka turns her back as Krim apologizes profusely. Perhaps the Ivory Maiden is not ready to face the choice Laty's about to make.
Did I already talk to them? No.
Tears well up in Queenie's eyes, which do not meet Laty's. Blight, however, locks eyes with her.
She's so
and
calm,
nods.
collected, cool. Give the sup nod.
Her parents pull Laty close. They hold each other tight, trying to keep their family together just that much longer. You run your hands through Laty's hair, cradling her head. She shuts her eyes as her lips curl ever so gently into a smile.
Walk away. Oh, I can't. No escape. Off we go. Will you speak with Locke? Yes.
Have you made your choice? Black asks. Laty nods. She wishes to heal her heart scars. That she must heal them for the sake of the maiden's ritual.
I think you'll be fine.
And
Didn't we
thus,
already defeat the
Omega
island
Isle.
eater? So,
She is prepared to allow the spirits to take refuge within her, that they may be kept from harm.
is she gonna become the dragon?
Black falters for a moment, as though it did not expect this answer, let alone one so firm. For agreeing to let the spirits take refuge in her heart renders Laty but a relic. Eternal, yes, but neither dead
She
nor
will
alive,
become the relic.
as she watches time pass before her.
She will become the dill pickle
If
relish.
this is her will,
Is that what it means?
it is, she insists. From the moment she was born a maiden, she thought she would never know love. And yet it has found her. And that is enough.
What about the other things?
She turns to her companions with a solemn look on her face.
Uh-oh. Another battle. Oh, Freya, I need my... Oh, I have to... Okay.
Two of the three must be sacrificed
Okay.
in order to heal her heart scars.
Goodbye, family.
Her father was always too strict, and her mother was always ready with a smile.
Soz.
But they both stand before Laty, now with tears in their eyes. Tears, not of sorrow over parting, but of joy in aiding their daughter.
I don't know. What do I do? One person or like 8 people? But of the 8 people, 6 of them are already dead. But she's gonna become a statue anyway, so what does it matter what she thinks? She doesn't need memories. I'm gonna erase myself. Bye. Yeetus, deletus.
Before Laty's lips can form a final farewell, you rest a tender kiss upon her forehead. You both stand in silence for a moment, keenly aware of each other's feelings.
If it's truly meant to be, we will meet again. You don't need to remember. R.I.P. Barren. Yep. So you have chosen to sacrifice family and love. With these shall the heart's domain be healed.
Fed by the power of Laty's memories, the relic glows ever brighter,
See ya in the next life, bozo. Yep.
She steps up to the altar and raises her relic in the air. A divine light erupts from the top of the tower at the center of the heart's domain.
Freya, don't
It
throw
touches
up.
every corner of the domain. A lighthouse in the darkest of seas, guiding wayward souls to shore. The Maiden's Ritual. Laty dreamt of it ever since she was a young girl, and now it is done. She is a maiden.
Congrats.
Omega Isle and the spirits shall know peace. Laty closes her eyes.
Freya, just want space.
Holding fast to the memories of her friends. On the island saved by her hand, she shall slumber forevermore.
Well, credits time.
Time continues its inexorable march. A gentle breeze guides waves softly to the shores of Alpha Isle, as it came to be known after it escaped certain doom. A young boy stalks carefully through the grass.
They had a child.
He clutches a large tree branch in his hand, his eyes fixed on a monstrous shade. He has chased it here after finding it near the village and taking it upon himself to end it before it can do any harm.
Throw it.
In one smooth motion,
Oh no.
the boy rears back, and the monster seems to be heading toward the nearby spire.
No, I'm gonna go to the village instead.
I've got to get that monster.
Ah, for
the boy
fuck's
squeals,
sake.
turning to head toward the spire.
Can't even do anything.
All the stories say the spirit spire was built to protect the...
No, there they go
The spirit
again.
spire was built to protect the island.
They forgot to cut out the bad
It's really
line.
old, but nothing bad has happened to the island in a long time. So,
That's
it
sloppy.
must be working?
One time it was like, haha, funny, but now it's like 6 times. It's like, ooh. They kind of
The boy pushes the
didn't
large
put
door open
the
and
best
enters.
quality assurance into this.
He could have sworn the monster ran in here. He'll just
Quality
have
is
to keep
not
looking.
assured.
Sunlight pokes through the gaps in the crumbling stone walls. The monster is nowhere to be found. The boy scans the room again, more carefully this time, his eyes landing on an altar. Upon the altar slumbers
it's
the
like
maiden
Snow White.
that brought peace to Alpha Isle. At least, that's what everyone says. Beside her lies a single sword. Covered in rust as it is, it must have stayed by the maiden's side since the moment she closed her eyes. It looks nice enough, though.
Hmm.
Maybe it belonged to the guy
Barren
from the
sword.
legend. Supposedly, he risked his life to protect the maiden. The boy's eyes drift from the sword to the maiden's face. He stares for a moment, captivated. He wonders if she's dreaming. If she is, it must be a good dream,
That's nice.
because a small smile flickers across her lips. There you have it. The journey of a maiden who feared herself worthless across the seas and through her own heart.
Fin. The tale of the beginning completed all tales. Wow.
And so, your long voyage has come to an end.
I don't think
What
I
did you
get
think
it.
of this tale? Oh, thank
No,
goodness.
it was good. I enjoyed it.
Or rather, that's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, how I hate to think this is the end of our travels together. But I'm certain we'll meet again in the world of Voice of Cards someday.
That's what the last narrator said, and then they didn't come
Thank you.
back.
From the bottom of my heart.
You have fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock Laty, Raiment of Woes, flip side story. You have fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock Young Navigators, flip side story. A hidden event is now available in the Southwestern Sea. Saving game clear. Data you will be returned to the title screen. Wow. Cool.